2 days ago, I said in my description box for my vlogmas day 1 video that I decided to absolutely detest Pepsi Zero and that it tastes bad. I take back all of that. I changed my mind. It actually tastes fine. Yesterday morning, I woke up to the sound of my neighbor screaming at her kid. Among the things that the mother said, there was one thing that stuck out to me, and I just want to talk about it for a little bit. She said something along the line of, I don't hate you, but I will only love you if you have good grades and you behave well, and so on. In my head, that translates to conditional love, which means I will only give you love and affection and care when and only when the following criteria are met. Well, so in this situation, it was getting good grades and behaving well. Something about it doesn't sit right with me, and here's the thing. When we talk about maternal love, it is often regarded as unconditional, while love in general is often seen as unconditional. And I myself just always assume that that's the case for everyone because, that's the nature of love. I can't imagine people in my family saying to my face that I only deserve their love and their care if I do certain things and act in a certain way. In other words, conditional love means that you are not loved for the person that you are in itself. I'm not going anywhere with this. I just want to tell you about it because it's been on my mind yesterday and today. And it sucks. For the past week or two, the weather has been constantly switching back and forth between cold and hot. And my body doesn't react well to that. Firstly, I get, hives. I think that's what it's called. But my whole body gets super itchy. I can't go to bed at night because I am constantly scratching everywhere in my body. Another thing is that it causes headaches and it runs in my family. So it's not just me, but other members of my family also suffer from this. Update on bike riding. I did go on a bike ride yesterday. I went for a little bit, longer than I usually did. That also felt really good. But I didn't go on one today because I slept. I've also tried to write a song throughout the day. Just then, I came up with a melody and, I didn't write it down. I didn't record it. And I forgot it.
To neglect. They were right in front of me, I know how to fix them because at one point they weren't broken, right? So I knew how to fix them. And nothing was really that far gone. Nothing was that severe. I had only fallen off my path for a really short amount of time in the grand scheme of life. I mean, for fuck's sake. So, this is reversible. And I've reversed it before. I'm going to reverse it again. I just fell off a little bit. I just got to get back on the horse and everything will be fucking fine. And all it really took was just 24 hours to just feel back to normal. I think a big part of this is just taking the first step, which is really hard, but it is so crucial. You just have to make that first step. And for me, that was reading a book in bed for 6 hours. And for me, why that was such a big first step is that in my...
I just took a shower and I listened to Emma Chamberlain's podcast, Anything Goes. She just released a new episode today. Let me tell you, I've never felt something coming to me at the right time more than this. So basically, she discussed her having an existential crisis, essentially, and how she's getting back on track, like slowly getting herself together to, move on from a depressive episode. And I must say, I can relate to a lot of the things that she brought up. especially the part where she talks about her being, a little bit under the weather for whatever reason and slowly regressing into her bad habits, neglecting her good ones, not doing the things that she likes. I talked about this in the video that I posted 2 days ago about not doing things that I like to do. I've been feeling a little bit similar to this. I wouldn't say it's like a depressive episode, but the symptoms were there. I just kind of pushed everyone away. I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't do a lot of things. And that resulted in me being pretty miserable. Riding my bicycle for an hour every day definitely helps. But I didn't go on one today. Could that be the reason why I feel a little bit gloomy today? I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to say in this segment necessarily, but I really felt relatable to the things that she said, and I felt empowered in a weird way that I can also get over this, whatever this is. Yeah. I'll be taking flowers to the cemetery of my heart, full of my lovers in the present and in the dark. Every anniversary I'll pay respects and say I'm sorry for they never stood a chance as if they could, when no one knows what it's like to be us. I have never seen the sky this color before. It's like I'm noticing everything a little bit more now that all the dust has settled. I rebut all my rebuttals. No one knows what it's like to be us. Strangers by nature. Strangers by nature. Will I ever get there? Oh, I hope that someday I'll learn to nurture what I've done. So, what have we learned today? If you don't suffer from seasonal affective disorder, I hate you, and welcome to Vlogmas.